Watching dramas and movies at home, do you also want that immersive experience? With the improvement of the quality of life now, more people are beginning to pursue a better audiovisual experience, especially surround sound that adds to the immersion. However, if you use amplifiers, you need a lot of space to create surround sound. Take a 5.1 channel home theater system as an example. You need to place up to 6 sets of speakers and want to achieve the best results. The placement and wiring of each speaker need to be planned in advance. But not everyone is an enthusiast or has enough space in the family. At this time, remix coins become the best choice. So what exactly is Echo Coin? We all hear concepts like 2.1, 5.1 channel all the time. The simple explanation is actually the number of sounds. 2.1 represents the 2 main speakers, a subwoofer speaker. 5.1 similarly. Then place these speakers in different positions to achieve the effect of surround sound. Echo coins are usually designed with square strips, built-in multiple pronunciation units and subwoofers, and through virtual surround sound technology, it can simulate multi-channel sound effects, make watching movies or listening to music more immersive. In simple terms, it is to pack the entire home audiovisual system into a square box. Although this will make the sound quality a little worse than the sound. But in contrast, Echo Coin gives signs to experience a high-quality movie-watching atmosphere. But there is not much energy to prepare the sound system. Offered a compromise solution. Moreover, Echo Coin also provides a variety of connection methods such as Bluetooth pairing and HDMI. It also saves a lot of effort in wiring. So how should we choose Echo Coin? Now the Echo Coins on the market have different acoustic designs. It also directly determines the price. The first is virtual multi-channel. The sound effect in multiple directions is simulated by software algorithms. For example, Echo Coin only has 2 speakers on the left and right, but the algorithm adjusts the time difference and volume difference of the sound. Make you mistakenly think that the sound is coming from behind or above your head, which is relatively low. It is suitable for users with small space or low budget, and the surround effect is relatively average. But it's better than nothing. The second type is reflective multi-channel Echo Coins. Built-in multiple speakers in different directions, like a sound like a ping-pong ball hitting a wall or ceiling. Surround sound is formed through reflection just like echo. It is more realistic than virtual surrounding, but the requirements for the room are relatively high. For example, there must be symmetrical walls on both sides, and the sofa cannot be attached to the wall. Otherwise, reflected sounds will fight or disappear. Then there is a real physical multi-channel, directly configuring multiple physical speakers. For example, a separate rear surround speaker or subwoofer sound, issued from the real direction. This is similar to the audio and video system, but fortunately there is no limit. Of course, there is no design. The shell Echo Coin publicity is Echo Coin. It's just an external image, actually shelled. 2.1 Pay attention to careful identification when purchasing audio. There is also a sound quality that directly determines the sound quality of the Echo Coin. Is the number of further education units. The simple understanding is that there are several speakers. For example, 5.1 channels consisting of 5 full ranges, a low frequency, a total of 6 audiovisual compositions. And these 6 audio images are reduced to sound in order to be put into the Echo Coin. Essentially, the more acoustic units the better. But it still has to be useful. In addition to full range units, there must also be a crossover unit which is responsible for all sounds. But it's rougher. The high mid-bass division of the crossover unit will sound better. And if you want better sound quality, a standalone subwoofer is a must. If we mentioned above the factors that are directly related to sound quality, then the decoding ability of the Echo Coin directly determines whether the movie can be accurately restored. The sound details in the music directly determine the immersion of the sound effect. The simplest ones are whether to support Dolby, Atmos DTS:X, and other decoding methods. Both are surround sound, including Dolby Series, Dolby Digital, Dolby Digital Plus, Dolby True HD DTS Series, DTS Digital Surrounder, and DTS HD also have DTS:X. If you want to use an HDMI connection, then HDMI EARC is a must-have interface. It can transmit lossless audio such as Dolby True HD and TS-HDMA. It is necessary to pay attention to the Echo Coin of the indicator to noted milk. It does not support lossless sound expensive. Choose carefully when buying. The TCL55H model is currently the best sound quality improvement solution within 1,000 yuan. Performance and cost-effectiveness are physical in themselves. 2.1 liter to. However, the surround effect of 5.1.4 channels can be simulated through virtual technology simulation. Since it is a virtual technology simulation, only virtual is supported. The version is no better than Atmos and DTS Virtual X. The interface supports HDMI EARC optical fiber aux USB, but does not have an HDMI input interface, which needs to be used with a TV. The overall shape is relatively fresh and thin, 81 centimeters long, 6 centimeters high. The panel is made of metal brushed material, suitable for renting a small living room or for those on a budget. Although it is a virtual algorithm sound effect, but the sound quality is significantly better than the TV's own speaker. The second one is Samsung's Q600CXZ built-in physical 3.2.1 channel. You can also add audio extensions. After extending, surround energy can form 5.1.2 channels, but after purchasing an additional surround sound, you need to add 500 yuan. Equipped with physical sound technology, the top dual tweeter enables a solid sky channel. In terms of interface, it also supports HDMI optical Bluetooth, and it can be paired with Samsung TV to achieve independent ecological technology. Further enhance the sound effects, but it doesn't support Wi-Fi. There are also smart features such as adaptive sound effects and Game Mode Pro. It belongs to the benchmark product of 2,000 yuan. The next one is Sony's Hada 7000 with 11 built-in units for further education. This includes 2 subwoofers and 2 overhead sounds. The complete set comes with a rear surround speaker and a subwoofer. But add money. Equipped with Sony's exclusive technology 360 spatial sound field mapping. In fact, it is a virtual multi-channel algorithm. That is, it is equipped with both virtual multi-channel and reflective channels. And there is an optimization function. Automatically measure room structure adjustment, sound direction. No need to manually toss the parameter interface supports HDMI 2.1 interface. It can directly connect to 4K 120Hz pictures. If paired with Sony TV, it can turn on the center sound field synchronization mode. Turn the TV into a center speaker for human dialogue, directly from the center of the screen to imitate cinema. The sound came from behind the curtain. The last one is Samsung's flagship model, the Q990H. Physics with 22 built-in units 1.1.4. Voice. And there is also a wireless subwoofer and a rear surround with a total power of 656W. This configuration is already a flagship-level Echo coin. Supports original Dolby Atmos plus DTS. There is also a sound field calibration technology that automatically optimizes room acoustics. This is already the top configuration in the industry. It is suitable for audiovisual enthusiasts and large living room sound fields. There are almost no shortcomings in immersion and detail reproduction. The disadvantage is that it is more expensive. But the price of Echo Coin is almost over. Another is that the volume is relatively large. The main strip is 123 centimeters long. Sufficient space needs to be reserved. Well, that's all for this video. Echo Coin is actually more suitable for building a home theater. But friends who don't have enough budget. If the budget is high, Echo Coin is not recommended. If you think the video is useful to you, remember to like. Collection, welcome to talk about your home music plan in the comment area. See you next time.